All right, guys. So the other day, I was talking about Trisha Pananis, and I know we're talking about her a lot, but you know what? I don't care. I don't even care anymore. I'm not ashamed of it. Yeah, you could call me a Trisha stan, but you want to know what? I don't know what to tell you. She's just constantly annoying, and so I just constantly talk about her. I don't know what else you want me to tell you. I'm gonna make videos about it when I find something relevant. So, and you know what? A lot of people like hearing about it, so eat my butt. Anyway, somebody messaged me the other day, and they're like, Papa God, did you know that there was an entire account on TikTok that talks about the contradictions of Trisha Paytas? And I was like, I did not know that. And so I watched one of them, and I was like, I'm watching this on stream, brother. This account's something. Let's just start playing them, okay?
My initial video about
let's try to raise the volume.
had nothing to do with Ethan. I didn't mention Ethan in it. So let's get right into enemies number 3. So just because I'm not on frenemies anymore, a lot of people think my voice isn't as loud, which it isn't, or it isn't as heard or as respected, which it isn't. So I'm making this video for other males, including Ethan Klein, to talk about these stories. One being Keemstar, who's like an internet troll and should not be named, but honestly the situation's like really gross. I didn't mention Ethan in it.
She quite literally mentioned Ethan in that video. You see how this is already incredible? This is Gabby Hanna messaged me immediately after Frenemies broke up trying to get on the podcast. I knew it was going to be an interesting show with lots of views to be had, but I didn't even respond to her and still haven't. Some things you just don't do. I would never do that to Trisha. That's Ethan. So as much as Ethan is kind of a, sad boy, we'll say, there's a couple of she actually treats Trisha like a person, which I don't know why. Like, what are you doing, Ethan? That's your biggest fucking problem.
Have her on. We are in family, so he did show me something. I'm not gonna say what it was because I don't want to put this on blast, but he did show me something. He's like, I would never do that to you. Like, he showed me something that could have happened that didn't. Do you know what I'm talking about? When he showed me that thing, he's like, oh, maybe you don't know, but he showed me something that would have devastated me, really hurt me. And he's like, I would never do that to you. That meant a lot. I almost texted him just now. Anyways, it just meant a lot that he didn't. It could have been just an attack back and forth, but would have devastated me, really hurt me. Have her on.
How do you like that? It would have devastated her. She admits it would have been devastating to her. Dude, fuck. Holy moly. It's crazy.
I even straight up asked my therapist, what mental disorder do I have? He was the one who kind of explained, everyone has levels. They all have characteristics. It's hard to just diagnose. So I think he had the same sort of assumption, which he's allowed to have.
I said, tell me, am I bipolar or some shit? And he's like, well, everyone has traits of personality disorders. He goes, you have traits of borderline personality.
Have you been diagnosed with something?
No, because I asked him. That was the first thing he said. I'm like, okay, so do you think I'm borderline? Do you think I'm bipolar? And he goes, honestly, you have traits of borderline personality disorder, but I've never been fully blown diagnosed.
She is told.
She's never been diagnosed.
Told us that the person who's seeing her says she doesn't have a diagnosable personality disorder as yet, but she has traits of certain personality disorders.
Everybody has traits of certain personality disorders. There's 10 fucking, for every personality disorder that's out there, there's 10 different qualifiers. Of course you're going to have some traits of something. She's self-diagnosing.
Right.
And I'm not manipulative, but people keep saying it, so I'm like, maybe I am, but I honestly don't intentionally try to be. I try and be as authentic as I can so people don't think that about me.
You can be authentic and be manipulated.
Well, people think I manipulate the audience by talking about borderline in general, because this is a recent diagnosis as of last year. They called me crazy for so many years, never got diagnosed until I was 31, and then they're just like, wow, now she's being manipulative.
Yes, I have been, diagnosed. I don't know. Therapists have told me to go to DBT classes, say I have traits of BPT. I've never really been this is you, but I pretty much think it's me. I got diagnosed with borderline in 2019. I was in 3 mental hospitals that year. So I was like, oh, I'm just borderline. That's it. I didn't think there was anything more. I did have a really bad episode. So I had schizophrenia diagnosis in January of this year. And I was kind of cool with it. This was right before medication. I really had to get medication after this because I was like, holy shit. I told you, I think I might be schizo.
I don't think so.
We looked up BPT the other day. There is paranoia.
Yeah, I don't think you're schizo.
I think I'm BPD, schizophrenia, and overeater.
You're not.
She thinks, of course.
Not schizophrenic.
I have early onset.
No.
Yeah.
Just please
She just self-diagnoses constantly.
take care of yourself. I don't want anything. I just want you to feel happy and healthy. And
I
want you
feel
to-
happy and
Yeah,
healthy. I
good,
just hear
good.
voices right now, and that's the only thing that's a little bit scary. But we're gonna maybe I need shock therapy,
I think I could speak for all of us when I say I hope that the voices overtake her. The voices. She's probably just falling asleep with the show The Voice on or something. She's full of shit.
No.
No?
Medicine can work wonders if you find the right one.
I know. I'm not against it. I had a fucking mental breakdown. I had schizophrenia. Medication diagnosed me this week.
Especially when you're a kid, because I would just lie and make up stories every week to like counteract what I told them the week before, and they would like literally be like, and that's probably why they diagnosed me with schizophrenia, because I literally was like telling them one week like.
She just keeps telling people she's diagnosed with things, and then later in the timeline, she just says, "No, actually, somebody said I had the markers of particular things."
Literally, yeah, probably I lied a lot in therapy.
Well, yeah, you lied a lot all the time. Hey, thanks for the sub. Then you realize you subbed. That's what I'm saying. This is very sussy balls.
Literally, like I was like suicidal over, and he knew about this, and like publicly having him on the podcast for views, for your shitty podcast to have 300,000 views. You couldn't delete the last one, fucking Jeffrey. I told him the podcast thing was a big issue for me a lot. Take the fucking dumb podcast down.
But I've always gone on people's podcasts. I need to stay relevant. That's how my job has worked. I've gone on everyone's podcast, and I'll go on Jeff Wittick's. I think Ethan and Keemstar should have a discussion, even if the hate is real or not. I don't know. I've never got into it with Ethan. We never talked about it on.
You know what's interesting? I'm pretty sure, like, this is probably a truth. It's probably not even speculation, but we're still going to call it speculation. Ethan, whether like him or hate him, he's on the top right now, so he doesn't feel the need to go onto other people's podcasts because it doesn't really benefit him. It just benefits that person. And I actually support his decision not to talk to Keemstar. I get it. I've said it in other videos before. But Trisha, when she was on Frenemies, she's like, I'm not going to go on other people's podcasts because she was also on top. And then she deplatformed herself by going fucking ballistic and trying to deplatform Ethan. And now she's going on podcasts to stay relevant, which is true. That's the only true thing she's ever said. I need to go on I say on podcasts to stay relevant, or I go on podcasts to stay relevant.
You dislike him for real.
He's probably the only person in the world that I really dislike, because I think he's just a really toxic force on YouTube, and he causes a lot of grief in people's life that otherwise shouldn't have to deal with.
Let's see, like, listen, again, I tend to agree. You know, I understand where he's coming from. And even if you don't, I respect and understand somebody who says, I think that this individual is so toxic and vile that I will never associate myself with them. There are creators that I also have that mentality on.
Star made Hila cry once. Hila tried to talk to him, and he made her cry. He was so fucking rude.
Jake Paul allegations, and quite frankly, I do not believe the alleged victim. And I don't want to just
love that.
Someone this dumb should not be allowed on social media or have a family or anything. Like, they should be locked away in an institution, like, for real. I don't think any other channel should be banned off YouTube except for literally Keemstar. Literally, like, I was like,
wow, these are really good. I like these a lot. I like these videos. This is a good fucking TikTok channel, huh?
I take pride in not cowering away from people I have disagreements with, people that don't like me. Like, I will always talk to, confront people that I have issues with, and I call it out.
Why should we be afraid to call him out? Why should we be scared of him?
Because it just, like, really affects me. I think it's just triggering him more to be more aggressive towards you.
Because nobody calls him out. People are all scared of him because they know that he's, like, such a psycho.
But he doesn't think he is. There's nothing. He's like, you're right. Ethan's right. It's not going to change. I don't want to keep triggering him because he is so unhinged.
But I don't like to let him have that power over me, where it's like, oh, he's so crazy that I can never call him out because he has no limit to trying to ruin your life. I do not ever back down.
I'm not gonna cower and be like, I'm not gonna talk to them, or I'm gonna ignore them or block them.
Keep me out of drama. And he's like, no, I will not. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm gonna block you. And then he posted our conversations on Twitter. I have him blocked and I have one other person blocked, and that's it. And I never see their stuff, and I live very happy that way. I'm blocking you now. This is insane. I said no normal person would ever get involved with you.
He said unblock my style on call. He was blocked. I guess I should call him.
There's more proof that she's only interacting with Keemstar because of that. And, like, also you could probably make the argument like, oh, Ethan's being a little hypocritical. I don't think so. He calls Keemstar out, but he won't talk to him, and I can understand that.
Obviously, I didn't know what climate change was last year.
Do you believe that climate change is an urgent time bomb that we need to face immediately?
I have no idea what that is.
Global warming is a hoax.
She is historically just lies and acts really dumb for attention. So.
Know that the Earth is warming?
I don't.
Scientists who have even said there's no rise in temperature in the tropical tropospheres.
Man-made climate change, carbon in the air.
Go green, conserve our energy, less fuel, less toxins into our air, otherwise we're gonna kill ourselves off.
Is it gonna happen in my lifetime because I don't have kids?
Holy sh!
Global warming is a hoax. I'm gonna stand by it. I'm gonna have my grandchildren stand by it. I'm gonna have my great-grandchildren stand by it.
Are you sure you want everyone to vote? Because I'm kind of dumb at some of these things. Maybe I shouldn't be voting.
If you're
That's true.
truly liberal, you're
That's
going to go
true.
against this. So you're going to fight the good fight. This is designed by our government to make more money. It's a scare tactic. I feel like I need to get into politics sometimes. And rather than just preaching here on YouTube, Obama's been in office now for 6 years and we all haven't spontaneously combusted. I think that says we can survive anything.
Swear, hand to God, I don't know.
Dan, do you...
Obviously,
It's very clear that she knows something, even if she's
I
done
literally
it
like
wrong.
hate everyone, but I like actually like love you because you've always been nice.
Tana Mongo? Do you like her?
Trisha and I were literally talking about how everyone fucking thinks we like don't get along or whatever.
I know I love you, and I hate that people think that too. I'm like, oh my god, who are these people? Nobody cares anymore, and it's so fucking beautiful.
Oh my God, right now.
And I can't wait for this to happen to the Lair Rays, to the Tanas.
Oh my-
I cannot wait for this to happen. I'm gonna be Wendy Williams,
Well,
still
Jan-
hated, but
Jan-
you guys
Well,
will be.
this just proves that, like, when she was on top, she felt empowered to say whatever she wanted and didn't take any accountability for herself.
Jan-
Nobody's.
And Ethan allowed her to do
Trisha's
that.
going up.
I
Decibel.
cannot
Woo!
for the downfall. I'm like not a shit person. It's not like you're doing things that are illegal. You know, I feel like your scandals are always like you based. You know what I mean? Which is good. Tana won Creator of the Year last year, and everyone's like, "What the fuck?" And it's because she's literally like, "I'll if you vote." Like she did that with Biden.
Oh yeah, and the
If you-
FBI was like, I think that's illegal. She got
Literally.
investigated by the FBI.
Yeah,
There's so many times where people think that we like hate each other or whatever.
Tana, be quiet. I literally like hate everyone.
Wow.
There's so many times where people think that we like hate each other or whatever, and I'm
Yeah.
like, no, dude.
Is the
Trisha's
same
just
video
fucking
twice?
brutally honest, and if someone's doing some whack shit, she's gonna call them out. And there are
Yeah.
times that Trisha's called me out for some shit like face tuning, creating a false beauty standard.
I did not call you out for that.
Oh, did
I
you
defended
not?
you.
Oh,
Ethan did. No, oh my god, never. No.
Well, no, but
I saw she did something people were calling out for photoshopping over the weekend. And you know what? Can I just say? I mean, she really does overdo it because I did see the side by side from this weekend. It's unrecognizable.
What's crazy is that, like, she's having a fucking meltdown here, and she's criticizing Tana for unrealistic beauty standards, but she always cries about how Ethan made fun of her for doing that same thing in a video from a few years ago. Now, he did call her a whale, which is rude. Sometimes the truth is rude, but, you know, that's fine. But, like, he was making a video about how people promote unrealistic beauty standards. Like, Trisha, well, she'll Photoshop part of her body and then throw it up there, but she really doesn't look like the person in the video, or really like a person at all. She looks more like an alien. But
Recognizable. Even like her face, she just changed her whole face shape. Here it is. But like that is like not even her. Like I was so shocked. But it's like a different profile, like different everything. It does get a little crazy. No, oh my god, never.
no, but I mean,
never.
there's so many times where people.
My dog was because of David and Jason. They just surprised me with it for a vlog and made me keep it, even though I never asked for a dog.
And yes, we did talk about this. For everyone who's like, oh my god, you can't just surprise someone with a puppy. I have been wanting a puppy for a really long time. We had talked about it for a while, that I wanted a Pomeranian, that my mom would help me take care of it.
Just to be clear, we did talk about this, and
I mean, your mom couldn't even take care of you, right? So she supported you at 16, dropping out of school and being a stripper, and didn't give you any chores or responsibilities, and taught you that you can manipulate people into giving things anything that you want. So I feel like your mom, I feel like, no.
and the plan was to maybe give the dog to Trisha's mom, who really wants a Pomeranian. So
Yeah, I've always said I wanted a Pomeranian, but my mom would have to help me take care of it. So we're a team effort with this. I wanted a Pomeranian for a long time. Both me and my mom have wanted a puppy for so long. I live alone. My mom lives alone.
that was the color you wanted too, right?
Yeah, he's adorable. This color is just perfect. Everyone who meets him falls in love with him.
They just surprised me with it for a vlog and made me keep it.
We're gonna try and get some houses because we honestly want more. We just love this little guy so much. We just love him so much, and hopefully that'll show in here. We want 2 more. We want a little black one and possibly a white one.
I never asked for a dog. Oh my god, let's go get a dog.
Want to go what?
You wanna go buy a dog today? I never asked for a dog.
Can we get a dog?
Oh my god.
My dog was because of David.
Wow. So Jason Nash is obviously a old loser, but I always say that, like, Jason Nash is an older person that was the moral authority for David. Like, David would be like, would look to Jason. Since Jason, an adult, thought it was okay, he would do it. Trisha dated that loser. So, you know, maybe you're also one. I'm just saying.
David and Jason, they just.
But yeah, I mean, it's like weird, like all these little white lies.
I did have a dog.
Yeah.
Freaking my ex gave it to me for a vlog. He's like, here's a dog. And I was like, what? How? I didn't know how to take care of it. It was crazy. I used to be scared of dogs. Now I like love him. I remember he gave him to me in like a video and I was like, I don't know how to take care of dogs.
I feel like that's the worst gift you could possibly
This podcast was awful dog shit, by the way. I covered a segment of it where she just lied about Ethan.
anyone.
This is what Trisha wants. This color.
Yeah, this one too. I showed him this one. I do like it in black.
I love Poms. I want one so bad.
So why are you getting a Pomeranian?
She wants a dog.
Is it a Pomeranian?
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's so cute! He's like our baby!
That was the color you wanted too, right?
Yeah, he's adorable. It was like the best surprise ever. We had talked about it for a
This is
while.
pathetic, honestly, as we watch through
This
these.
is what really turned me off from Ethan when we did the bus tour. Like, he was making fun of like the homeless situation in Hollywood. I don't know, something about it never sat right with me. So never, I repeat, never, ever, 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 ever think about moving to Hollywood. I moved to Hollywood and Highland thinking I was at Hollywood and Highland. Like, hello, we want to live here. We do not want to live here. It's built. It's disgusting. And it's gotten worse. Let me show you. Like, whoa, those are all homeless tents. What? It is so disgusting. Like,
There's a homeless dude changing his pants. Hey! All right. Hey, everybody.
yikes.
There's no way to hide it. I mean, there's a lot of homeless people down here. Man, might as well just call it out, right? God bless them, but
It is so disgusting.
It is.
Like,
It is a fucking shithole. It's a little insensitive, but like Trisha engaged in the same insensitivity. So, okay, we're getting
little card, and it shows you on the back how to use everything. Packaging though, oh my gosh.
I wish there was a little bit more padding. This box is a little bit cray-cray. And so this is how it got. Everything's all over the place. Some of my things were spilt. This is broken. What the fuck? Look how it came.
Talk, customer service, whatever you have an issue with, we will.
Yeah, I don't doubt that. Trisha's a
This
loser.
Disney trip was actually planned for my sister's birthday. It was me, my mom, and Moses, and that was it. Ethan incidentally invited himself to our family surprise.
First of all, happy birthday,
Thank
Trisha.
you. At Disneyland.
Thank you for inviting me and Yola. Thank you for inviting me and Yola.
On a trip from Disneyland, a trip that my mom, sister, and Moses had planned for my birthday. We did invite Ethan and Hila to come willingly and graciously because I enjoyed spending time with them and graciously and wanting to.
We paid for him. Ethan and Hila did not pay for their VIP ticket to Disneyland.
I begged Moses to let us pay. I begged them.
it's like, who cares? You bought me a ticket. Big fucking deal.
I was like, what? That's so bizarre to me.
You bought me a ticket. Okay, you can just shit my fucking open mouth then.
He didn't even take the time or effort to watch my sister's video.
We did invite Ethan and Hila.
Then incidentally invited himself.
Yeah, it's like all this weird shit. You know what
I
I'm
used to
saying?
like being sexualized because it meant like attention and
Oh, this one was
something, like,
big.
edgy. And if you guys watch my channel now, I don't want that anymore. That was always my MO on social media, and I don't want that anymore.
I try to be more low key because like we got approached to be on a TV show for our wedding, so I'm trying to like not be
What?
so like
Put you on a
open
show?
badge on Twitter.
Wait,
I deleted it all off my like Twitter and stuff, like any of those sort of like traits.
She changed her whole narrative. Back in the day, she used to talk about how she was would dress sexy in school for the attention of like teachers and stuff, and then she changed it to like I never dress sexy. I tried to dress unsexy because teachers would sexually harass me. Like this woman is an absolute walking contradiction, and she's a toxic and a really bad person that weaponizes sexual assault constantly. She's such a bad person, bro. So like it turns out that she really just reduced the sexualization because she got approached by a show, and now she's just trying to seem palatable for the show. Like Jesus Christ, of course that's the reason why.
Trace of it.
I don't know boundaries well, and I try to set them as best as I can, but that was a boundary, and like it's just not respecting boundaries, and I'm pushing.
You want to have sex with me? I just feel like you either want to like be me or be in me, you know? You want to just shower with me, like take a shower.
You're not even for $10 million.
Could you imagine if we just spent each other naked in the shower? We could split the money.
Don't.
This is actual sexual harassment, by the way. Constantly asking Ethan to have sex with her and like, go in a shower with her and do OnlyFans with her. That's actually like harassment.
You can't go there. That's like one of the ground rules of the show.
Lay like heck.
And he keeps saying, no, please stop. And she just keeps going.
Like my pussy.
Ew, and she just touched your crotch.
What's that?
Ew.
Oh, God, dude. What the fuck is this?
I used to like.
Disgusting. Ugh. Her hand probably is
So
diseased
again,
now.
it's the 5% cut of the main channel, which is it's a ton of money. It's a 5% cut.
We actually don't make that much on frenemies. We're not making like hundreds of thousands of dollars a month.
It's a ton of money.
I think I let myself be triggered more for the paycheck. I got triggered a bunch. I thought, oh, well, maybe I'll get a bigger paycheck, but no work. I want to be fatter, actually.
How much did you expect to get? You were just doing a podcast. You come here once a week.
I have you to thank, too, because I remember I did all those H3 videos. Like, they fucking suck.
Yeah. Thanks to me, by the way. You just made a bunch of videos shitting on me on your channel and got like 1 billion views.
Isn't that crazy how drama works like that? Like,
You know. We need to
I
have,
just want to get into drama with
we need to have.
Back to having good mental health this month.
What?
So
Yeah, so
I specifically asked, can we please end the show? Can we please end this when someone's like asking to end a conversation and just not doing it?
We have to end it now. Like, really.
What did I do?
We got to stop for real. Really. We need
Okay.
to stop.
That's when someone's like asking to end a conversation and just not doing it.
Please? Please. Okay.
Whenever you're ready, you
All
can walk away.
So. No, because I don't want to title this.
I specifically asked, can we please end the show?
Trisha, let me just say,
The
I'm
fact,
sorry.
Ethan, that you just did that.
I want to stop the show, but I won't stop.
but-
So you guys get the idea of this Trish fucking this thing. I thought they were. I guess this is like the ending of it. There's only a couple more. Seems to
And I'm
be.
in a costume. I don't even know what this is. Like, I can't even like cosplay because I don't know what it is.
Oh my god, this is one of my all-time favorite movies.
You got it off Reddit, and you're like, "We're gonna do this," and I'm like, "I don't like. This is definitely not my idea."
You told me
My
you didn't
idea-
like it?
What?
Can we? I love her.
I don't want to be the girl in the movies. I want to be the boy too.
Can we? I love her.
You sent this and another one back to back, and I was like, because you find it off Reddit, and you send it, and I'm like, I don't know who these characters are. It's 'cause I've never seen this movie. How would I know?
Oh my god, this is one of my all-time favorite movies. Can we? I love her. Okay, well, you look great. What's the problem?
Because I just don't feel.
All right, we get the idea of it. Yeah. So Trisha's just such a bad person. It's just like exhausting at this point to even talk about this fucking piece of shit.